Live from New York, the Pix 11 Morning News with Sukanya Krishnan and Corey Chambers.
This morning, cool is the word.
Yeah.
Dr. Steve has hope for those of you who really want to see quick and dramatic results and make it different. What's going on? It's Coolsculpting?
Hey, Suki, that's right. Okay, guys, this is not for everyone, I should say, but if you've been eating right and exercising and you're still not shedding fat in that trouble spot, perhaps cosmetic surgery is the answer for you. And here to discuss a non-invasive option called Coolsculpting is Dr. Barry Weintraub. And we also have Perry Basil here, who's very brave, laying on the table, getting the procedure done. You look pretty comfortable.
Yeah, I'm totally comfortable.
All right, so Dr. Weintraub, let's start. First of all, what is Coolsculpting for people who don't know?
Coolsculpting has been truly amazing in my practice. This is technology that gently cools unwanted fat cells to remove areas of unwanted fat, most often in the muffin top and other parts of the body.
Right, so basically what it's doing is it's freezing the fat through the skin, right?
Exactly. Making it cold enough for the cell membrane to rupture, then the lymphatics take away the internal contents of the fat cell, thereby slimming a person's body.
Right, and how long does that take for people who, people think it's going to be instant but magic. It kind of doesn't work like that.
Liposuction is instant magic and is really the gold standard for fat removal. But Coolsculpting is a non-invasive, wonderful way of removing fat a little more slowly. It takes an hour, and you start to see results in approximately 1 month and then on to 3 months.
Right. So Perry can expect 1 to 3 months. Now, I'm looking at Perry, and she doesn't seem fat to me at all, right? So she would be the ideal candidate because she has a little trouble spot. Is that the idea?
Exactly right. It's not a gigantic mechanism to lose vast amounts of weight. It's to get rid of areas of unwanted fat by gently cooling them so that the fat cells rupture and disappear.
All right, so Perry, let me ask you, what do you want to get out of this procedure? Because you're going to get this area here frozen and that's going to go away. Is that pretty much where you stop, or what are you looking to go?
Well, I've always been troubled by my pooch over here and these little handles over here.
Right.
So what I'd like to do is get those 4 areas treated, because no matter how much I work out or diet, they don't go away.
Right, okay, so that's your trouble spot. So she'll get maybe 3 or 4 treatments?
Yes, and each time she goes through an hour with the suction cups in place, it removes about 20 to 25% of the fat in that particular area.
Okay, so we want to show some before and after so people can get an idea of what they can expect from this procedure. Pull those up. Here we go. So tell me what we're seeing here.
What you see is so classic. It's basically fat that has settled in the lower abdomen and then around to the flanks. And 8 weeks after Coolsculpting, always you're reading the before on the left, the after shows a narrower waist, a much flatter tummy, and the removal of unwanted fat in the muffin top area.
All right, so it might take a couple of different treatments and maybe some overlapping to get this exactly right. Perry, how does it feel? Tell me what it was like when they first put it on. Do you feel any pain? I mean, you look comfortable. You're not giving you medication at all.
Well, in the beginning, it was a suction, which lasted only about 5 seconds, and then it's totally comfortable.
Okay, so totally how many procedures do you think a person like this would need?
Probably 2 to maybe 3, but what's amazing, Steve, is this is non-invasive. We're not entering the body with any kind of surgical instrument. It's all external. By removing, if you can pinch an inch, you can remove it.
Right, because if you're too thin, that's not going to work. You're not a candidate. Okay, we're going to check back with you guys a little later, Perry. We're going to check this out, and we're going to actually remove this suction device here so you can guys get a really good idea of what this Coolsculpting is like. Okay, that we're going to show you later on in the hour.
A question: Does the fat melt through your system? I mean, how does it go? I don't know. If you're not pulling it out, I mean,
that's exactly what happens. As he said, the lymphatic system, the cells break down, and then your lymphatic system basically rids it through your skin over a period of time.
Fantastic.
So it just goes away. Your body takes care of it, eliminates it.
And I can't just stand in the freezer and just lose weight everywhere, right? That won't work.
He was being sarcastic.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I can't just stand in a freezer and lose weight everywhere? That won't work?
That won't work. That won't work. And you don't want everything to go away.
Okay.
And this can target any part of your body, from your face as well, your neck. Let's say you want to get a little bit of a little firmness in your neck, or
It's not approved for neck. Different parts of the body.
Usually the central torso, where you can get the suction cup to stick, mostly the abdomen, the flanks, outer thighs, inner thighs, sometimes hanging arms.
Oh. You could just suction cup our whole body and let's rock and roll. Thank you so much. Yes, yes, we can. Thank you so much. It is 8:21. It is 8:36, and we're checking back on our patient, Perry Basil, who's right here getting the procedure. It's called, what is it called?
Coolsculpting, yeah.
Coolsculpting. Dr. Steve has told us earlier. So what are we doing now, Dr. Steve?
Okay, so you have to remember, this is not going to see instant results, but you will see a difference in about 30 days, right, Dr. Weintraub? All right, so we're going to take this off just to show people what it looks like. And Perry's going to turn.
It like sucked up. Look at that.
Yeah, and now she hasn't been for the full hour, right? She got about half the treatment. But it kind of comes up like that, and then Kim is going to massage it. Explain the process here.
Basically, Kim just removed the Coolsculpting handpiece,
Can I feel it?
which sandwiches.
May I feel it?
The fat.
Does it feel cold?
Ice cold.
You're right.
In itself, and by the handpiece applying cold technology, it removes, it basically kills about 25% of cells. You can think of it almost like when you work out in a gym and you're burning fat. Here you're cooling fat to remove it in a different way. The body takes away the dead cells after they're cold.
And this is for people who, you know, obviously have done the hard work and now they have the trouble spots, whether it's love handles or like little pooch after, you know, a baby.
But what about her activity now? What can Perry expect after this for the rest of the day?
She can get up and do her day as if she had not had it. It's totally non-invasive, and there are no after effects when Kim is finished with her treatment today.
Perry, how you feeling?
I feel great.
I mean, does it feel cold? I mean, does it feel frozen? What does it feel like?
It feels natural.
Really?
I don't feel anything. This is unbelievable, Dr. Weintraub.
Yeah, why'd you want to do this? Can I ask you a question? Because you got a hot body, can I tell you that? You've got no hips. Look at her little skinny thighs. I mean, you're hot.
No, but I really do. I have these problem areas that I just can't get rid of. I went to Dr. Weintraub, and he has this fabulous office in New York City, and he suggested I do this.
But you didn't want to do lipo or anything like that? No.
It's a non-invasive solution to removing fat.
Does my insurance cover this?
I wish it would.
No,
but it doesn't.
So
cosmetic procedure.
It's a cosmetic procedure, so I have to go through it. And does it cost me a lot?
Nowhere near as much as liposuction, which is, of course is extremely effective, but it's a little more invasive.
All right. I love it. I love it. And you're happy, right? That's all that matters.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Can I tell you, you're before, I'd take that too, just saying.
The before is pretty good, Perry. You're doing
Perry,
very well.
You're looking good.
Thank you.
So, Dr. Steve, should everybody try, you know, like, what do you suggest?
I think the bottom line is that if you do have a trouble spot and you've really worked and you can't get rid of it, this might be an option for you, but you want to go through, find out how many procedures you're going to need and really get, you know, an honest assessment of what it's going to take.
So this is not a one-shot deal?
No, it's usually about 2, maybe 3, approximately a month to 6 weeks apart.
Really?
Each treatment removes about 25% of the fat cells in an area. You don't want to remove all of them. God forbid you would look like a burn victim. You must have some padding. We like to say, as Thanksgiving is approaching, we like to eat our food in moderation, not wear it.
Right. Yes. So she might have one here and then maybe a little overlap here, a little bit, and it makes it nice and even and smooths it out nicely.
And so she'll look like an 18-year-old again.
She looks fantastic now. She'll look even better.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate that. Very nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Cooling the fat. Never thought we could do that. I thought you had to suck it and work it out, but you know you can cool it and get rid of it too.
Cool it.
All right. For more information on how you can get the Coolsculpting procedure, we want you to meet us on the web at pix11.com. Very fascinating, huh, Corey?